all this conversation about all this bullshit, man. I'm talking about, man, ain't nobody said nothing about damn dollar. Nigga ain't said nothing about damn check, damn job. Nigga ain't said nothing about no money. But niggas sitting here talking all this shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing about no money, though. Come on, man. Gotta get some goddamn money, man. Shit. All this broke shit ain't it, bro. Ain't nobody saying nothing about damn dollar. Get some goddamn money, man.
This is Scorpio money. From the depths of the obsidian vaults beneath the River of Souls, Scorpio emerges as a divine black woman. Her skin is the color of polished onyx. She has full lips, wide-set almond eyes and high cheekbones. A crown of black smoke curls atop her head as she drips spectral silver from every pore. Scorpio moves with the power and grace of 1,000 storms, her eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. One eye is a twin serpent that devours gold, the other that births crypto. Scorpio's tail, a chain-link whip that binds financial karma and Seaver's ancestral debt. Unlocking hidden inheritance. Scorpio is the key to generational wealth, the embodiment of financial freedom. With Scorpio money, you will learn to wield your financial power and break free from the chains of scarcity. You will discover the secrets to unlocking your hidden potential and creating the life of abundance that you deserve. So embrace the power within you. Only at the Money Magic Library by Chakra Doctor. Operated by the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine. The nothingness that allows all somethings to exist.
I told you we'd be deathless. We just need new shells from time to time. And plenty of souls to eat.
It's just the law. Black people are slaves and white people own them. That's just the way it is. I know. Just don't understand.
Trapping all these niggas, I need everything they have. Bitch, don't give me no new purse if ain't no C's up on that.
Hard times, I still kept a smile. I think about all the good times that keep them demons.
What it do, what it does, what it is, what it was. Gather on round, we about to get it in, man. Gather on round, we about to get it in. But while we about to get it in, let me make sure I let the people and make sure everything, all systems will go. Oh, I'm first, Edward McGee. You're first, but you have no profile picture, so I don't think you're gonna get any points for that. If you had a profile pic, the algorithm might have given you points for that, but since you don't have a profile pic, you might not be getting no points for that. Dreadhead Larry, it ain't Doc no more. Dreadhead Larry, it's High Magus, bro. It's High Magus, bro. You know, Chakra Doctor, the one that wrote this. High Magus is the one that created the technology that superseded the book. Louisianimal in the jungle. Hey, I guess that motherfucking New Orleans Cash Money versus No Limit spirit is flowing all through the cybernet right now because everybody is just feeling real Louisianimal. You know, everybody's feeling Louisianimal. They done gave two Louisiana. Listen, they done gave two Louisianimals the keys to Atlantis. They gave two Louisianimals the keys to Atlantis. We about to break down this NBA. We about to break down this NBA. They gave NBA Youngboy the keys to Atlanta, and they gave yours truly, High Magus, the big key to Atlanta. He got the keys to Atlanta. I got the big key to Atlanta. Y'all don't know it though. Y'all don't understand what's going on. But y'all gonna understand what's going on soon, because we about to break it down. What's going on out there in the world today? What y'all want to talk about before we get into the meat and potatoes? You already know we got to get into the appetizers and the water and the drinks and, you know, all of that good stuff while we wait for the food to come. You know what I'm saying? While we wait for the actual food to come. But got a lot going on, man. They got a lot we're going to talk about. And we're going to talk about it tactfully. We're going to talk about it respectfully. We're going to talk about it. We got to talk. Listen, let's just come to the conclusion that when it comes to these social media programs, these social media apps, these social media things, we got to talk censored, period. Now, those of us who have a problem with talking censored, you just need to upgrade your mentality when it comes to making and creating a stream of income for yourself. Because those of us who will be able to sell our personalities, sell our products, sell our services, sell our website, sell our advice, sell our coaching, sell our integrity and our values, and sell our communication, sell our thoughts, sell the way we think, sell the way we act. These are going to be the new soulpreneurs or entrepreneurs. Why? Because all of the other stuff is right in front of your face, fading away, and the truth of them is coming out, like just bubbling up to the top of the surface. Pick a bubble that you want to burst. There are so many rabbit holes to dive in. It's infinite, because these are the distractions. The distractions are alive and well. We're going to get into the distractions, but also I like to delve off into, not just the distractions, but the why. Why the distraction, man? Like, if your job is to distract us, you're doing a good job, because even I'm distracted right now. God damn. All right. So, what y'all want to talk about before we get into the meat and potato? Cocaine. What you want to talk about? Dreadhead Larry. What you want to talk about? Oh man, listen. We already know that we're about to talk about that. Listen. I've been told y'all this. Y'all don't remember this. Y'all don't remember this live stream because they took me and Dwayne's last live channel down, but on one of our last ones, hold on, where is that? Boop, right here. So I did a live stream back when Dwayne and I was doing crazy numbers in the game, and all of your favorite conscious black men tried to war with me. All of them. You name it. All of the ones that came and went, that came and fell, right? And one of the shows that I did was right here, and it was talking about how the NFL in sports overall is rigged. I had another one though. It's another one. I couldn't find it in such short notice, but it's another one that I did. It's called RIGGED, rigged. How all of sports, it don't matter what sport you're playing, you have to realize, why do sports exist? Can anybody tell me what's God's favorite sport? God, let me see. Mm, mm, yeah. Two sports. God loves two sports. God has two sports. What is God's favorite two sports? Somebody said it first. Cocaine. Mortal Kombat. God loves a good fight. Fight. Street Fighter. Tekken. Goku. The airbenders, the waterbenders, the firebenders, the earthbenders. Wait a minute. You named MMA, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, karate, all martial arts. You go in the jungle. The lions know how to fight. Tigers, bears, oh my, they know how to fight. God, Mother Nature says the strongest will survive, and the survival of the fittest. Right? Wait a minute. When you look at it in the Bible, they said Jacob and Esau was in the womb, struggling in the womb. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. God gave Samson the jawbone of an ass, and he went and murdered 10,000 men. Did he murder him? Did he kill him? Did he murder him or did he kill him? I don't know. But the Bible says God gave Samson the jawbone of an ass, the jawbone of a donkey. He took a donkey jaw. Wait, this is what the Bible says. This is Christianity 101. Christianity 101. Samson took the jawbone of a donkey's ass and slaughtered, it says, slew. S-L-E-W, slew 10,000 men. David, in order to get in God's favor, God already had the favor on him. In order to get in God's graces, David had to slay Goliath. In order to get, Moses already had favor, but in order to get in God's graces, Moses had to unalive an Egyptian. Huh? Keep it going. It don't stop. In order to get in God's graces, let's get into the ultimate fight. What is the ultimate fight in Christianity? What is the ultimate fight story in the Bible? Anybody? Come on, cocaine. It's me and you. We locked in. You already gave the answer, so I'm locked in with the cocaine in this bitch. Cocaine. What is the ultimate fight in the Bible? Who had the ultimate fight in the Bible? Matter of fact, who is the greatest character in the Bible? Everything I just named is one person. This is the greatest character in the Bible. He had the ultimate fight in the Bible, and the entire Bible rests on his story. I just gave it away. If you can't figure that one out, cocaine, then you probably just don't read the Bible, or you probably never read the whole Bible. But the answer, if you don't, let me see. Come on, algorithm. God, you in the building. You in the building with the you did? Somebody said David. Somebody said David is the most important character in the Bible. Somebody said David. Motown 7982 said David is the most important character in the Bible. Somebody said, Cocaine said Jesus Christ. Jameer Hunter said the last book. No, all of those answers are good answers, but all of those answers are wrong. Good answers. Wrong. The greatest character in the Bible. Let me see if y'all can remember. No, the greatest, not God. So, ready? We going in. We going in. The greatest character in the Bible. Somebody said the devil. You can't really say the devil is the greatest character in the Bible because the Bible don't tells the devil's story. So we can't say the devil because the Bible don't tell the devil's story. Man tells the devil's story more than the Bible. Everything you ever heard about the devil came from man. The Bible don't say nothing about the devil too much. Said Job. Job is the reason why we got a job, but Job is not the greatest character in the Bible. This character is greater than Moses. Character is the ultimate character. Are you really? It's really four characters. There's four. Look, they got four Mount Rushmores. They got four people on the Mount Rushmores on the Bible, and Jesus and God ain't on the Mount Rushmore. And it ain't Adam neither. All right. Man, y'all said everybody, but the most gangsters nigga in the Bible. All right, let's go. Here we go. Story time. In the Bible, there was a man in a village. His name was Abram. A-B-R-A-M. Abram. And Abram, that's one of the four. They got two that got took up. They got two that got took up. That's two of them got took up. Two of them got took up. I can't tell. Two of them got took up. One of them is just completely the ultimate GOAT. He is the GOAT of the entire series of the Bible. In the fourth one, he is like the Flash or the Silver Surfer, whatever you want to call it. Boom. somebody, we're gonna get into the first one. We're gonna get into the first one. See, y'all got me going off. So we're gonna get into the first one. We about to tackle it all real quick. We're gonna get to the first one. So story time. Here we go. Back to the story time. In the Bible, there was a man named Abram. Abram had a wife named Sarah. Sarah, they were over in their hundreds years old and they couldn't have children no more. And Abram went ask God for children. Prayed to the Lord, asked the Lord for children. Lord, give me some children. The Lord said, the God told him, said, look, I'm going to make you the father of I'm going to make you the father of nations, and your seed is going to spread farther than the eye can see. The man Abram said, how, Lord? When my wife can't have no babies. How that going to be, Lord? God said, don't worry about it, bro. I'm the Brody. I got you. Boom. Next thing you know, Abram chilling, sleeping, minding his business. It's nighttime. A being approaches him during his prayers at night. When the being approaches him during his prayers at night, he thinks it's about to be all good. The being starts punching on him, punching him down. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing. Brr, brr. Abraham like, bitch, you got me fucked up. Bah, bah, boom, 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 boom. So Abraham and the being is wrestling all night. All night, Abram is wrestling with the being. Boom. The sun started to rise and the sun started to come up. And Abram was going in there, still hanging in there. The being touched the socket of Abraham's hip. Hip, hop, hip, hop. Oh, the being touched the socket of Abraham's hip, which made Abraham hop. And when he hopped, he fell to the ground. And as the being was about to walk off, he grabbed the being by the ankle. The uncle, the uncle, your uncle, he grabbed the being by the uncle. And the being, and some say it's an angel, but this is what the scripture said in the King James Version, the Shakespearean version, which is the magical version that got everybody under the spell in the first place. And all of the different versions come from that demon, the demonic version right there, right? And he grabs his ankle, and the being says, what do you want from me? Nigga, what you want? You keep on grabbing, I already hit you on your hip. I'm about to bust you up. I'm about to dog you out. Nigga, what you want? He said, I can't let you go until you bless me. He said, today, your name just got to change. You are no longer Abram. Your name is Abraham. For you have wrestled with God and lived. Healed him, stood him up. Boom. What? I could check the books. I might be tripping. On the name, but I think it's Abraham. Yeah. The nigga make it long as the sea, right? Boom. Abraham got blessed with a child. That child name was Isaac. God put Abraham through another test. You notice in a pattern here, the God of the Bible loves a good fight. So why are all these Christians running around and you know, telling y'all to kumbaya? When every single instance in the Bible, when a people got free, they went to war, whether it was a spiritual war and they had to pray and hold hands, whether it was a physical war and they had to take up arms, whether it was an emotional war and they had to cry out and travail, right? Whether it was a mental war and they had to battle the demons of temptation. You feel me? No matter the case in the Bible keeps showing you war after war after war after war. What is war spelled backwards, people? Raw. War spelled backwards is raw. This is why when you eat a raw diet, you are automatically declaring war on the acid and the toxicity within the body. Soon as you come raw with the raw truth, you just declared a war on the lie. The root word of Ra is Ra. Uh-oh, we ain't gonna even get into that. We're gonna stay focused on the bigger picture. Damn it. Right? And you keep seeing that God loves a good war, a good versus, a good battle. This is a big tale in the book that shows you that God in the Old Testament differs from the God that they described that when they said God is love. And God does not boast, but the God of the Bible and the God of the Bible boasts. God does not, they say, love does not boast, love does not brag, but God boasts, God brag. They say love is, this and that and the third, but love is merciful. God was a merciless to a lot, right? He was merciless to all them firstborn children. He was merciless to all those 10,000 men. He was over 2 million bodies. God has over 2 million bodies in the Bible. Did anybody know that? When you study your theology, when you study your Bible history, do you know that over 2 million people are unalive in the Bible, and those 2 million bodies come from God? There are only 10 bodies that don't come from God, but they do come from God because God gave the order to Satan to get the bodies. Because Satan and God made a bet in the book of Job that one of the humans wouldn't be able to handle that pressure. Satan came at God and told God, man, matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. God, first and foremost, how was the devil and Satan even able to get into heaven? Because Satan enters into heaven, and when Satan enters into heaven, God said, where you been at? Satan, like, I've been minding my business and leaving yours alone, nigga. The nigga said, have you considered my servant Job? He like, man, Job only rocking with you because you bless him. Take that blessing off him. Let me do my thing on him. And he gonna fall too. He gonna curse your name too. Boom. And so God and the devil made a wager on Job's faith and his will and consistency, right? So it keeps showing you that's another back and forth bet. That's a fight right there. Even the whole Bible, the premise of the Bible is based on God versus the devil, a fight. So they keep on showing you, they're giving you this fight book. This book is a book of fighting. All throughout the Bible, it's a book of fighting and fantasy because they got dragons in the Bible. Did you know that they have dragons in the Bible? Dragons are mentioned by name, Bahamut's, and all different kind of species of dragon. Leviathan, Bahamut. These are all ancient dragons mentioned in the Bible. Demons are in the Bible. Angels in the Bible. You know, all of these. Oh, talking donkeys, unicorns are in the Bible. All kind of mythological creatures are in the Bible, but everybody is unaliving each other over these concepts as if they were actual true stories and not plagiarized wash stories from of old, right? Yeah, I find that strange. Like, why would he consult with the adversary? Why would he be chilling with his adversary? Or your most distrusted enemy in the world? Do you have them up? You right up under them like that, or you? I don't know. It's crazy how it goes. But in this NBA thing, because you got to remember, all of these players that you talk to, all of these players pump that Bible on you. It's God that gave them the strength to play the basketball. It was God that gave them the talent to play the basketball. It was God this and God. The whole industry of devils always keeping God's name in their mouth. And God is a title. God is not a name. All right. So you're a God. I'm a God. Everybody who's watching this is a God. Why? Because God lives inside of you. And how can you not be the God that lives inside of you when God has power over all things, including you, right? So you can't say that God lives inside of you, but you're not the God that lives inside of you. And you can't say that God lives inside of you and you're a born sinner. These concepts are lies and contradictions that keep you confused about how to truly process the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And the tree of knowledge of good and evil is simply common sense. You either have it or you don't. Some people have it, some people don't. Some people got to learn it, some people won't. It don't matter. You must use it in order to navigate. Now, the NBA, let's get into it, man. They've been cutting up. And I told you, bro, 2025 not over with, and some more things gonna perspire, and some things have been perspiring. Let's get into it real quick.
We do have more breaking news this morning. Two big names in the NBA among more than 30 people arrested in connection with federal investigation into sports betting and illegal gambling. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is here now with what we have learned so far. This is a big one.
It is, and it involves the Lakers, kind of indirectly. I'll explain in a second. This announcement comes just as the NBA season was starting, and not only involves a current coach of the Portland Trail Blazers who's accused of being part of a rigged poker game involving mobsters in New York, but in a separate indictment, a former unofficial Lakers assistant coach accused of leaking injury reports to gamblers so they could bet big against the Lakers. Hall of Fame player Chauncey Billups, one of 31 people arrested for allegedly taking part in illegal poker games where the outcomes were rigged. Billups, according to this indictment, was what they called a face card, a former NBA player who could recruit people with deep pockets to join the poker game and distract them when the house cheated, and in return, Billups got a cut. Check this out here. The indictment alleges they used sophisticated technology to cheat, like that X-ray poker table you were looking at where you could see everyone's cards. The Department of Justice claims since 2019, this operation netted more than $7 million in profit, stealing from poker players who didn't know they could not win. In another indictment, a former player and coach for the Lakers, Damon Jones, who was connected with the team for a couple of years, is accused of letting bettors know players like LeBron James were hurt and not going to play before the injury report came out so they could bet big against the Lakers.
The first indictment involves 6 defendants. This scheme is an insider sports betting conspiracy that exploited confidential information about National Basketball Association athletes and teams.
Terry Rozier, who has played on several teams over the course of his NBA career, the only active NBA player named in this indictment, also accused of letting bettors know he would be injured and leave a game early. He did not play last night in the Miami Heat game. So the NBA releasing a statement this morning about the arrest. It reads in part, "We are in the process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and integrity of our game remains our top priority." Now, the NBA Players Association also releasing a statement this morning in regards to these arrests, saying in part the integrity of the game is paramount to NBA players as well, but so is the presumption of innocence. A lot happening today. We know Billups is scheduled to appear in a court later this morning. Live in the newsroom, Tim Caputo, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tim, thank you.
Bruh. What did we just hear, man? Like, at this point, God dang, Chauncey. You know, man, my personal opinion is, they just the fall guy. Yeah, he said he the face card. He was the face guy of it, man. But it was ran by Italian mobsters. So you trying to tell me in 2025, I told you that this place called America belongs to Rome, and Rome is in the Vatican. The Vatican is Italy. Italy is Italian mobsters. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I told you.
I told you.
This is WWE. Rated E for everyone. Rated E for everyone. This is the part that we about to go down the ball till you fall. You ever found it funny how all of the sports is called ball? Ooh, great grand holy mother of all divine, bless the truth, bless me abundantly, bless me and my family and anything I take a liking to. Thank you. Ooh. Anything, whether it's baseball, foosball, basketball, football, soccer ball, it's all worship and sending that energy to that entity that we call Baal or Baal. Some people call him Baal, and you got to go make Baal to get out of jail. ball, but we already know the sixth planet from the sun. That's just one of the many masks. But wait a minute, let's get into it. Let's go down the rabbit hole. It's fall. It just became what? It just became fall. August it's about to almost be winter, but it's still fall. And in fall, the basketball, the NBA Association. Now remember, let's make the point. Remember that other video I made when I told you, look at what's happening to the company YSL, and then look at what's happening to YSL, aka Young Thug. All right. Look what's happening with NBA Youngboy, and now look at what happened with the NBA. NBA Youngboy having his way with this shit right now. NBA Youngboy is having his way with this shit right now, right? They just gave NBA Youngboy the key to Atlanta. They just gave NBA Youngboy the key to Atlanta, and now, just coincidentally, the NBA is experiencing this is arguably, I can't even say arguably. I think this is the greatest scandal, greatest. Can anybody name a greater sports scandal than this right now? Not right now, ever. Can anybody name a greater sports scandal ever than this across all, since sports been regulated and because it's been on running and owned by the mob. So now that we know that the mob still runs America, what y'all gonna say now? What are y'all gonna say now? The Italian mob, if the Italian mob controls the NBA, that means the Italian mob controls all the sports because all the sports is rigged through what? Sports betting. So all of sports betting, and where's that? Vegas, Las Vegas. So understanding that it has some type of I don't know what it is, but it's some type of microcosmic, macrocosmic thing going on because NBA Youngboy is doing this tour and he's touring in arenas, and the NBA, which houses basketball in arenas, are actually being exposed. And then look at being exposed by who? Being exposed by the FBI. So is NBA Youngboy really working for the FBI? And he went off because by him being a street nigga, he was able to go off into the NBA and kick it with. I don't even know because I know if my name was NBA Youngboy, I'd be cooling with a lot of NBA players just because my name is NBA Youngboy. So you're gonna catch me with. I don't know. Could it be? Couldn't it be? I'm just going through the scenarios in my head because this is like a microcosm mimicking the macrocosm type thing. Once again, like the YSL was going through trouble while YSL Young Thug was going through trouble, and now you see NBA Youngboy touring and doing big things, and he going through a little troubles, but he touring and doing big things, and he's on a leash. Can't nobody stop him. He having his way with it right now. And then you see the NBA like falling in front of your face, like, all right, now what is that gonna do? Everybody who lost in all them big old sports bets, that was rigged. Wait a minute, then the news just said it right there on there. Chauncey and them had rigged poker tables. Them dudes was running an entire 100% illegal gambling operation. They wasn't even just running a gambling operation and everything was still legit. It wasn't, no, they had everybody that was coming in there that wasn't in on the scheme was losing. So you going in there betting 100,000, a mil. You betting this, you betting that, you betting that, you betting this. And niggas is at the highest level throwing the game, getting injured on purpose, doing all kind of things. And I keep on telling y'all, bro, when you play the devil's games, you're going to reap the devil's. When you play these rigged sports games, all you're doing is wasting the time, energy, and effort that you could have been focusing on yourself. Listen, the only gambling I trust in is the gambling that involves magic. Now, if you didn't did you some money spells and you went out to go gambling because you didn't did you some money spells and you trying to see if your money spells done worked, or if you trying to did you some gambling magic, like because I offer money magic to the gamblers, sex workers, and the hustle. So look at I offer I offer money magic to the gamblers, and the gamblers buy money magic from me, and now a big old gambling ring has been exposed in the NBA. But I also showed y'all that the NFL is also rigged, and that's rigged too, and that's gambling, right? And now we are seeing this. And now, but let's go deep into the entendre of ball till you fall, right? If you could recall, that's a saying in the hip hop community, ball till you fall. If I'm not mistaken, that particular saying in the hip hop community comes from New Orleans, Louisiana, specifically No Limit and Cash Money. And they just had a verses recently. Hold up, let me look at these comments real quick so I don't get backed up and behind. Somebody said, especially baseball. Yes, I think this scandal will end with a sacrifice. Whoa. Somebody said, I think this scandal. Hold on, let me put this on the screen real quick. That's crazy. What you, man? Man? Let me hear some of your weed, nigga. Wait, you on that? You got us? You on that gas? You're on the gas. Somebody said, I think this scandal will end with a S word from LeBron James, whether it's mentioned in this or not. Something has to give for all his success. He played the Hunger Games and he beat Kobe. Kobe was you tripping, man. Kobe was the S word. Kobe was the S word for LeBron's imitation Jordan James. Kobe was the S word for LeBron's imitation Jordan James. Okay? Why? Why you think after he ended up in Los Angeles? He ended up with the Los Angeles. They've been waiting to get LeBron in a scandal. Why? Because he was such a cash cow, they couldn't tarnish his image like they do all the other players. LeBron was such a cash cow that they couldn't tarnish his image. They made sure every single thing he got away with. But they said, boy, why you think he kept playing until he couldn't play no more? Because he said, boy, when you retire, boy, ooh, we got you. We're going to get you when you retire, though. Don't trip. Have your way with it now. Have your fun with it now, niggas. Money long like the Mississippi River. We're going to get you when you retire. We're going to get you when you retire, bro. And that's what had happened, man. Look, that's what happened. You want to know what happened? This is what happened. The thing this is called is my magic don't miss. You feel me? But as we dive down the entendre of ball till you fall, LeBron, as a matter of fact, we're gonna be going back and forth. Let's go back and forth real quick. Has anyone noticed as we travel down this rabbit hole of ball till you fall, there is not one masculine, famous, wealthy, uber famous, wealthy black man that has, no, we ain't gonna just say that. We're gonna say black male celebrities. There are no apex masculine black male celebrities with long hair. Go look. Let's ball till you fall. Go look. All of the major puppets got their Goldilocks, have their Goldilocks cut off. We're gonna go back and forth. I'm not finished with the NBA. I just wanted to get into something. So LeBron is bald. You know, Tyson, he a fighter, bald. You know, The Rock, bald. Look, there's a bald agenda. Is there? I don't know. I'm asking. Is there a bald agenda in Hollywood, in the industry? I can't call it Hollywood. I'm gonna call it what DMX called it. DMX called it the industry. Is there a balding, meaning black, projecting and showcasing black men with bald heads or short haircuts? Is that kind of some type of agenda in the industry? Because this is why I'm asking this question. Because I went on Google, and I went to my Google, and when I went to my Google, I had Google black male celebrities. That's all I put. Black male celebrities. And I went to this thing and it's just showing this, and it said over 4,000 images of black male celebrities, da 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 da. And I went, man, I went through at least 2,000 of the images. And when I got to 2,000, I was like, okay, I'm convinced. And what was that? Not one of the 2,000 images that I seen had any black male celebrity with long hair. And then when I looked at the black male celebrities with long hair, they're no longer at the apex of their celebrity, and they all have done. They're not really celebrities. I looked to see. I seen Wale, Snoop Dogg. Kendrick Lamar. Not too many. Not too many. LeBron has been getting away with like I said, LeBum has been getting away with too much. Tupac was bald also. Tupac was bald. Y'all remember R. Kelly? Remember that bald head phase they put us through? They was hitting us with Charles S. Dutton. They was hitting us with everybody bald. Think about Michael Jordan, the greatest Michael Jordan is arguably, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. Y'all won't keep it a buck? Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest black man that ever lived, nigga. I'll repeat it again. Bro. Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest black man that ever lived. He is the only black man on the face of planet Earth who is revered by all. Even his enemies love him. His fans love him, and his enemies love him. The people who can't stand him love him, and the people who love him to death just love him. The man who looked like he was floating when he jumped in the air. The man who is the apex of the tall, dark, and handsome prototype for females, right? The man that they had commercials that programmed us, and it was, I wanna be like Mike, was programming us. I wanna be like Mike. I call it the 3 Mike syndrome. I think Archangel Michael came down and was like omnipresent in 3 people at the same time: Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jackson, because all 3 of these Mikes were at the apex and height of their careers simultaneously, and it all came to the head. And then Tupac died and everything fell. Y'all killed the Gemini, the Janus Project, and everything fell. Kobe went bald too. He started with a fro. They all started for a liquor. Kai Cenat cut all of his hair bald. In the political world don't mean nothing. The political world don't mean nothing. See, that's what you don't. That's how I know. That's how I know you don't really know life. You think life is you think life is in the world of politics, and that's the fakest world in the world. You think sports is rigged, nigga. Politics is the most rigged sport on earth, and you don't even think politics is a sport. Politics is a sport. Media is a sport. Education is a sport. Corporations and business is a sport. Military is a sport. The American medical industry is a sport. Banking is a sport. Religion is a sport. The black market is a sport. The stock market is a sport. The prison industrial complex is a sport. Why? Because everything is a game. Politics is a game. They're playing, they're gaming right in front of your face, but y'all don't like to watch the Squid. Y'all don't understand that it's Squid Games and Hunger Games. I think Kobe lost his life during in a Hunger Game exchange. I think Kobe challenged LeBron on the back end for the Hunger Games. Kobe, I challenge your throne of Los Angeles. And Kobe welcomed the challenge, lost, and they said his helicopter crashed. Every single industry is a sport. So, who is the greatest sportsman in all of the sports? The greatest sportsman in all the sports, the greatest recognized sportsman in all of the sports is not the soccer nigga. Listen, this man, this is how you know he's the greatest recognized in all sports. Because it's 2025, he's been retired, and he still runs sports. That's why he's the greatest, y'all. This is why Jordan's the greatest sport. This is what I'm telling you why. because he been retired. His career has been over. His career been over. And he still dominates the sport till this day. Everybody is still trying to compare themselves. Not just his, look at his shoe dominance. He the one that changed the sport, and this is why y'all. This is why the sports. This is why the basketball niggas is able to well baggy. I'm not him, but he's the one. He's the reason why. Sports deals. I mean, shoe deals. Michael Jordan is the reason why all of y'all got shoe deals right now in sports. Michael Jordan is the reason why all of y'all are televised right now on sports. Michael Jordan is the reason why. Listen, Michael Jordan is the reason why sports is heavily monetized. There's monetization before Jordan, and there's monetization after Jordan. When Jordan got that shoe, it was a wrap. Floodgates bust open. When Jordan started hooking up, Jordan is the first sports nigga to hook up with the music industry. Walk this way. You understand? We gotta understand that when you talk Wheaties, Gatorade, you name it. You name it, you name it, you name it. And the white man, Larry Bird, came and said watching Jordan was like watching God with a basketball. Who is Baal? Who is Baal, y'all? We know this. So there's this thing going on where if you look at the industry of black men, they either gonna have short haircuts or bald heads. Nobody ever recognized that. Look at Baby from Cash Money, bald. Master P, short haircut. BG got long hair, but BG out here looking like a fool. You see? BG got long hair, but BG is out here looking like a fool. Jaden Spit got long hair, but Jaden is out here looking like he just came from one of the biggest homosexual conventions in the world. This is what I'm saying. When you look at the dynamic, why? It has to be something behind it because it points back to the Bible. And what did Delilah do Samson to weaken him? She cut his hair. When you go into the prison system, what happens? They cut your hair immediately. And then when you look at the barber, when you look at the barber industry, the barber is a billion-dollar industry geared to cut on black men's heads. Not only to cut on our top heads, but they also cut on our bottom heads through circumcision. And this is called, they just jealous our dick bigger than theirs, period. They just jealous because we got bigger dicks than them, period. So let's put a program that's going to take off the length, some of the length of their cocks. And it's called circumcision. See? Now let's go even deeper into the hair. This is how we know that the microcosm mimics the macrocosm. And I keep on telling you, that 666 ether body, that is not the melanated, the great grand holy mother melanated body for sure. It is not the melanated body. The melanated body carries a 999 ether wave, and the non-melanated bodies carry the 666 ether wave, or the least melanated bodies. But then you have that in between, those two in between, that 777 ether wave and that 888 ether wave. That 777 ether wave, that's from that Hispanic community, and that 888 ether wave, that's from that Indian community. You feel me? All the other communities, there are only 4, right? So think about this. Let's go. When you look at goats have straight hair. Go Google a picture of a goat right now, and the goat has straight hair. What are the 2 creatures that can get slaughtered for sacrifice in the Bible? The fact that creatures can get slaughtered for sacrifice in the Bible is complete witchcraft, but Christians don't want to talk about that. But we're going to talk about that here at the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine, because how are they sacrificing animals to God and not calling it witchcraft? But when somebody sacrifices fruit on an altar, they call it that witchcraft. The devil is a liar. So now, boom, sheeps and goats. If they told you, they said Christ, right? Christ came and got sacrificed. And who is Christ? The lamb. What does lamb have? Lambs have what? Hair of wool. Hair of wool. So lambs represent black folk, sheeps, nah, and goats represent white folk. Goats, right? Let's analyze this. They tell you within the culture of the Nation of Islam, they tell you that white people are the devil. And at first, when you first hear it, it sounds RACISTS as mess. It sounds like racism when you hear it at first. But when you dissect and unpack the layers of it, you'll see that it kind of is the microcosmic, macrocosmic mirror or duplicitous reality of how the creatures in nature all are just mirroring one another on some type of level. Let's analyze it and unpack it. Goats, right? Goats have straight hair like white people have straight hair. The goat, the god of the goats is Set, Saturn, Satan. Y'all, he goes by many names. Kronos, Pan, you name it. He goes by many names. But when you analyze it, Saturn, so you can basically say that Saturn, right, is the god of Rome or the god of white people, right? Why? Because he's considered the goat, and goats have what? Straight hair, and these goats are what? Sacrificed, right? And the goat in the Bible, right? Then you got, wait a minute, you got these woolly hairs. So you got God, which is the goat, and then you got the woolly hair, the ready look good. You got God, which is the goat, and you got the son of God or the children of God, which is who? The sheep, the woolly hair. But if you look in actual real genetics, which came first, the sheep or the goat? It was the sheep that came first. So now we know that there's a reversal going on because God is the goat and he has a son, aka the lamb, aka the sheep, the woolly hair, bronze, skin of bronze, and eyes of fire that came and got sacrificed for the sins of the world, right? And we wear sheep. Remember, they say wolves in sheep's clothing. Most of our clothing, a lot of our clothing is, sheep got sheep clothing. All that wool mixed with that cotton. Wolves in sheep's clothing. Nobody ever caught that. And then, so now when you're looking at it, the ball till you fall goes deeper down. We deep down in that rabbit hole because it only starts at the surface as LeBron, ballhead James, Michael, ballhead Jordan, Kevin, ballhead Garnett. Show me, they ain't got not one person in sports right now that are one legend. I'm not talking about they ain't got nobody with long hair. I'm gonna say there is not one legendary figure in sports that has, in basketball that has long hair. Now football have long hair people, but when you look at it, there's an agenda to paint this bald head nigga shit. When I looked in Black Panther and I was watching Black Panther and I seen that Black Panther, they had the bald head black woman in the Black Panther. Well, what you saying? So you saying black women can't grow their long hair? You saying black women ain't beautiful without their long hair? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? You think it's a conspiracy? Go look at all the movies with black women in it. They never have long, beautiful, flowing hair. You don't think that's a conspiracy? You don't think that's a conspiracy? That every time we go to the movies, every time we go to the TV shows, every time we go to to something that is being projected to us by this whitewashed Jewish Anglo-Saxon media, because white people run the media and Jews run the media. They're trying to make y'all think that Jews run the media. No, whites and Jews run the media. It's called WWE. Politics don't exist. Politics, media, education, business, military, medicine, banking, religion, the black market, and the stock market don't exist. There is only, ready? There is only influence. There is only influence. Which industry has more influence over the people than the other? Kevin Durant, bald. Why? Because the more you cut your hair and the more you get haircuts, you get bald. It literally makes you go bald. You've been cutting your hair for decades. You've been cutting your, man, I remember getting my first haircut when I was 3 years old. I was 3 years old when I got my first haircut. 3 years old when I got my first haircut. So just think about that. What about the person that been getting their haircut for 40 years, 30 years, 20 something years, going bald early? Why? Because you keep on putting them damn clippers to your goddamn pores and your follicles. Remember, and so in this book, Blacked Out Through Whitewash, y'all need to go get this book. It shows you how nappy hair, kinky hair, woolly hair is divine, and how black people suffer from a syndrome called acquired anti-nappy syndrome. This is why we perm our hair and put wigs on our hair, because we have been programmed to be ashamed of the lamb. We have been basically we've been programmed to be ashamed of the Christ divinity within, because the lamb is the Christ divinity within. But it says, ready? Energy flowing through spiral hair would also spirally enter the millions of nerve paths, leading to the brain and ultimately the third eye. Wait a minute, let's go. Right, you ready? Does hair antenna possess accelerator property? Wait a minute, we got to go even further back. Hair is really an antenna which can receive and transmit energy. Hair is the receiver and transmitter of divine emanation. It makes you receptive to spiritual forces. Saints and sages instinctively let their hair grow. Rastafarians regard dreadlocks as a quality of black people. They regard dreadlocks as a high tension wire, which transmit divine energy and inspiration from Jah, God, the creator, or Ra, Farai, the mirror within our body, which is the temple of God, or the temple of the divine. I told you you're God. God lives inside of your head. Our head, the holy of holies, is, remember, your head could be the holies of holies, but remember, that also represents a woman giving you head or you giving fellatio, right? The holy is the holies, right? That's sex magic. Boom is the highest point, while our hair is natural crown. It's like the spire of a church or a vertical connection with God, right? Our vertical connection with God, representing our strength. It forms an antenna through which the spiritual force may descend. Spiritual force, rather than descend, will spiral through spiraling hair. Remember, the spiritual force, when it gets into less melanin, it goes down, and this is why their hair hang down straight. But when it gets into high melanated content, it doesn't go down, it spirals and it spins. This is why when a black man cuts his hair, they got waves. Those waves represent your brain waves, and they keep getting you to cut your brain waves. Bro, this shit is science. Check this out. Since nature itself is a textbook that reveals the secrets of the universe by literally expressing these principles in the actual form that something takes, my guess is that spiral hair enhances the ability to tune in at the most detailed levels or dimensions. The micro within the macro. Both nappy and straight hair people have the swirl at this part right here. No matter if you're white or black, if your hair falls down, it would fall down in a swirl pattern. right? Here we go. Let's get this. Ready? Certainly, energy flowing through spiraled hair would also spirally enter the millions of nerve paths, leading to the brain and ultimately the third eye to facilitate spiritual awareness, telepathy, perception, revelation, channeling, right? Tuning in, understanding, receptivity, thoughts, and who knows what else. So when they make you go get your hair permed and make you get your hair done, black woman, this is what they're deadening. They're trying to deaden your spiritual awareness. They're trying to deaden your telepathy, your perception, your revelation, your channeling, your tuning in. Black men who getting them haircuts, they're trying to deaden your understanding, your receptivity, your thoughts. This area deserves research to determine and clarify the effect of spiraling hair on perception and energy reception and transmission. Melanin, which is a super absorber. Melanin, our skin is a super absorber. Anything that has melanin is a super absorber of all forms of energy. Undoubtedly plays a huge role in this. Sensing this at some level is this why whites call other whites who are blonde airheads? Because that's what they call a blonde. A white blonde is known as an airhead. You ready? Why? Because the hair lacks color. The hair lacks melanin. This is why you see white people always trying to color their hair, and now everybody trying to color their hair. Why? Because this is the imitation or the copy and pasting of the original melanated hair. And you can catch melanated hair in all various ranges and spectrums of color. Watch this here. Spiral hair equals concentrated antennas. The nappier the hair, the more spiral power the hair has. Or maybe the reverse is true. Wow. And the more concentrated, the more powerful, and the more advanced the will of the being is, the more spiral the hair will become. Ooh. So it's saying the more spiritually you advance, the more the more your hair receives that enhancement of advancement of spirit and starts to grow it. So I told you these are antennas. Do, 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 do. So literally, this is what attracts your like minds. Like minds attract like minds. Come on now. Come on now. Wait a minute. Here you go. The spiral principle. This is evident. Hold up. Nappy hair, being a spring, will snap back to the head when pulled out and released. The more the spring is coiled, the more power it has and less space it takes up, aka concentration. Ready? Does hair antenna possess crystal properties? Crystals have the power to receive and transmit energy waves. This is why I told y'all, let me make y'all mojo bag off y'all natal chart. It's specifically designed crystals. These crystals align with the hair. Man, women, I know y'all don't want to hear this. And I know y'all love y'all fashion, but y'all putting eyelashes on top of eyelashes. Y'all putting hair on top of hair. Y'all putting nails on top of nails. Y'all putting makeup and foundation on top of the true foundation, which is melanin. Melanin is your true foundation. This is why foundation is the color of melanin, right? Boom. The earliest radios used quartz crystals and were called crystal sets. The main composition of quartz crystal is silicon. Silicon Valley, that reminds you of Silicon Valley, right? But it says silicon is also a key mineral found in hair. Silicon is a key mineral found in hair and undoubtedly contributes to hair's antenna abilities. It is no accident that silicon is also the most essential component of all computers. Remember, I tell you that your body is a machine and your brain is a computer. And the hair, now I understand, and the hair is the antenna of the computer. Okay. Remember, silicon is the most essential component of computers. Silicon enables computers to have mind-like properties, including memory. So the reason why computers have memory is because of silicon, and silicon is in here. And the reason why, Alzheimer's, show me a motherfucker that got Alzheimer's. Show me a motherfucker with long hair and Alzheimer's. I dare you. Show me a person with dementia and long hair. I dare you. Silicon is also an important mineral found in the brain, which is the seat of the mind. Silicon is what gives an iridescent sheen to some fruit, such as strawberries and cucumbers. It is also found in whole barley and oats. Man, wait a minute. You ready? The original meaning for the Chinese character Qin or Xin is a bushy head of hair and divine influences. That's what means. Shin means a bushy head of hair and divine influences. Understanding how the two, hair and divine energy, are connected, no wonder they were represented by a common word. Remember, because Chin in Chinese, Chin, is Chin. Chinese, what does that mean? Woolly hair people. So Chinese people know that they come from woolly hair people, and they name themselves after the woolly hair people that they come from. Chinese. Go get this book. Go get this book. Dr. Suzar wrote a great book. Y'all want to get it, has so much information. So much information. So much information, y'all. Go get the book. Make sure y'all get my book. The Black Cube Codex. Saturn Exposed, Sovereignty Restored. Go also get Dr. Suzar's book, The Great Black Mama of Creation. If you guys want to know all the technology and the evidence and the receipts that shows how all religions stole everything from the Great Grand Holy Mother, this is your book. If you want to know why and how everything in the world that we do is a false grid based on Saturnian technology, this is this book. If you want to shut down any debate when it comes to the Bible or any debate when it comes to anything, if you want to shut down any debates, these 3 books will shut down any and every debate. I don't care what debate you on. These 3 books will shut down any and every debate because all debates and all sciences come from the black sciences. And I don't like to call it the black science, the melanated. I'm going to start calling it melanated. That sounds better. I understand why y'all call it melanated now. I keep my hair braided and one braid like my ancestors, a connection to the earth. How much the Black Cube Codex? If I'm not, it's on my website, Chakra. The link is in the description. If I'm not mistaken, this book is $50. I think the book is 50 or 70. No, the ebook is 50. The hard copy is 70, I believe. Go on the website. I forgot. Go on the website. All smoke. All smoke. All smoke. Y'all want the secret cheat codes to life? I put them in this book. Y'all want the secret cheat codes to nature and all things cosmic and all things history? It's in this book. If you want the secret to the great grand holy mother and all things from the source, it's in this book right here. Man, you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book. But if you go into the link in the description of this video that you're watching right now, the link to the Black Cube Codex is in the link in the description right there. You can get it off Barnes and Nobles. You can get it off Amazon. I would love for you to buy it from me directly off my website, chakradoctor.xyz. Make sure that you read the ticker. So let's read the ticker. Support the Great Mother's mission. Donate today to the Church of the Great Grand Holy Mother of All Divine via Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. Okay? The Great Grand Holy Mother has her own, and this is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are literally, look, and the crazy part about this, I'm about to show y'all Alchemy 101. This is why you never, this is when you know you're doing something right. This is why you never worry about bots and haters. All right? Crackpot, right? So when you analyze it, right? When you really analyze it, a crackpot is actually positive. Because what is a pot? A pot is something that get cooked on the stove. They tell you if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. A pot, when it cracks, that means too much heat. was applied to it. And that's what needs to happen to the human mind. Our human mind is a melting pot of ideas that need to crack and let all those ideas just leak out. And so that's what I did. I was a pot and I was boiling on a stove, but I was boiling so much and they forgot me on the stove and I couldn't take the heat, but I stayed in the kitchen anyway. And when couldn't take the heat, but stayed in the kitchen anyway, my pot. I cracked my pot just cracked. I don't know what happened, but something cracked open and started flowing out of me. And ever since then, Saturn's been my bitch. If you don't like what I said, nigga, do something. It's the great grand holy mother or fuck you. All praises to the great grand holy mother or fuck you. I don't pray to no dicks. So fuck the Most High. He has a dick, so does I. And he's a guy just like me. And last time I got in the ring with the Most High, I didn't wrestle with God and live. I wrestled with God and beat the fuck out of him. And made him say, cool, chill, bro. Don't tell nobody you got the best of me, man. Go do what you do through the matrix. I'm going to keep on doing my thing, but I ain't going to, leave me out of that shit. I don't want no trouble with that lady. That's what happened with me and the Most High. I got in the ring with the Most High, and I pat the piss out that nigga. And told that nigga, yeah, bitch, penitentiary rules in effect. Fuck, nigga. Fuck is you talking about running around with my mother's technology, acting like you the creator of all, nigga, and you got a source you got to answer to, bitch. You know the motherboard is the source of all, bitch. And I beat the fuck out of Saturn, and I wrote a book about it and exposed it. Do something if you don't like it. Bitch ass niggas, bitch ass bitches, hoe ass fuckers. Fuck everybody who don't like me, nigga. If you don't like me, nigga, I hope your children die, bitch. Now, if you don't like me, bitch, that's not, if you don't like me, that means you're an enemy to the great grand holy mother. Nigga, if you hate me, you hate the great grand holy mother. If you got a beef with me, you got a beef with the great grand holy mother. Nigga, that's what we on, nigga. And the great grand holy mother stands by me on all 10 toes, nigga, 10 fingers, nigga. The whole body of the great grand holy mother, sacred feminine Christ flows through me, nigga. So fuck any fucking society who don't like it, nigga. I'm gonna tear it all fucking down like I just did the NBA. And there's more to come. Satan's world burn. 2020 motherfucking 5. I've been said that shit, nigga. And I'm gonna keep on doing it, nigga. I'm gonna keep on showing these niggas. All praises be to the great grand holy mother. Yeah, laugh, Jeremy, because you know I'm Jeremy, you know I'm that nigga. You feel me? Nah, I can't take no type of jokes because people tell the truth through jokes. I'm the joker. I'm the real joker, the real fool in the tarot card deck. I'm the fool. Fool spelled backwards, nigga. I'm so aloof. I'm so aloof. You feel me? Nah, niggas tell the truth through jokes. So I didn't know if you was a bot or nothing. I can't take a joke. I can take a joke. That was funny. You know. No, but when it comes to the great mother, I don't joke, nigga. When it comes to the great mother, ain't no joke. Great mother don't joke, nigga. Does it look like this bitch is joking? Does it look like she's smiling, nigga? It don't look like the great mother smiling. Go get pictures of the great mother. Show me a picture of the great mother where she's smiling, telling jokes, nigga. You feel me? Tell me when to show me a picture where the great mother just kicking and just. Nah, nigga. She's the nothingness that allows all somethings to exist. Every time you see her, she's like this. Any question? Yeah. But anyway, man, if y'all want to get into the Chakra Doctor mentorship program, they got levels to the mentorship program, and you can do remote mentorship, or you can come to one of my properties. Yes, the Chakra Doctor has properties. Properties. If you want to come into my positive penitentiary. Positive penitentiary. What is the positive penitentiary? You unplugging from the phone. You unplugging from the electronics. You unplugging from the cigarettes. You unplugging from the drugs. You unplugging from all of the processed foods and poisons. You are unplugging. You're going to be in a nice big house. And in section of that house, there's going to have a box called a room. And you're going to be in that room, and you're going to be doing so many positive things every day, all day, for 30 days straight. You can do it more than 1 month, but it's going to cost you. But I guarantee you, I can turn you into Goku in 30 days. I can turn you into a Super Saiyan in 30 days. I can turn you into a Super Saiyan in 30 days. I can turn you into a Super Saiyan in 30 days. Come down to the hyperbolic time chamber. I can turn you into a Super Saiyan in 30 days. Welcome to the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. In the city of Atlantis. You feel me? Yeah, that's the problem. He thinks everything a joke, doc. Hey, sometimes, bro, life is funny, and the universe is funny like that sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. She is funny like that sometimes. So I'm not gonna say she don't joke. No, I'm not gonna say she don't, But when it comes to me, I make sure I don't joke behind her because I don't want to set no tone. Or I don't want to set no culture where motherfuckers is disrespecting my great grand holy mother. All of the blessings she gave me, man. Great grand holy mother blessed me with so much things, man. Great grandmother blessed me with my own house, my own car, my own friends, my everything. My own friends, my own partners, my own business, my own everything, my own church. I'm a soulpreneur. I get to wake up every morning and I get to wake up every morning and practice magic for a living. I get to wake up every morning and heal people. I get to wake up every morning and train people into greatness and becoming a god. I get to wake up every morning and I don't have to worry about answering to that white dude that work at that company that's gonna treat me a certain way. I don't have to worry about that. All praises be to the great grand holy mother of all divine favor, even put me in that position. Without her, I am nothing, for she is the nothingness. So all praises to her nothingness. All praises to her nothingness, man. So I always got, as the high magus, I always got to reiterate this. I keep letting you know I am a puppet, but I'm not a puppet of the industry. I'm not a puppet of Saturn at all. Saturn is a bitch. Saturn is a hoe. Saturn is a fuck nigga. I am not no motherfucking puppet of Saturn. I'm the puppet of Saturn's great, 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 great grandmama. Any questions? He's not even direct from the grandmother. Nah, I had to say that though. I had to say that though, because I have to establish this culture because for some reason y'all got it fucked up and y'all keep forgetting who the real love gang is, nigga. Y'all keep forgetting who the real society is. Y'all keep forgetting who the real motherfucking niggas who really run this shit. Y'all keep forgetting who run y'all little secret society. So every now and then, motherfucker like me got up here and say, fuck your secret society, nigga. It's the great grand holy mother or nothing. Fuck your open society, nigga. It's the great grand holy mother or nothing. Fuck your male deity, fuck your female deity. If it ain't the great grand holy mother and you can't recognize the great grand holy mother as the source of your deity, then nigga, it's fuck you. If you're an enemy, human trafficker, a pedophile, a rapist, or racist, be fucking agency calling the phone and shit. Nigga, you're telling them too much. You're talking too much. You're saying too much. What had happened? Yeah, nah, they hurt. Yeah, they mad I be coming like this. Nah, bro, because, man, y'all played my mama bad, bro. Y'all did my mama dirty, man. Y'all stole all my mama technology. Y'all stole all her proverbs. Y'all stole all her psalms. Y'all stole all her songs. Y'all stole all her swag. Y'all stole all her fucking styles and everything and won't call it a fucking male dick deity, nigga. Fuck me. Fuck as you look like. Fuck like I look like. Getting down, going to another fucking male. Dear Lord, man, nigga, fuck the Lord, nigga. I'm my own fucking Lord. What the fuck I look like a Lord praying to a Lord, nigga? I'm gonna pray to the source of all lords, nigga. The great grand holy mother. I'm not worshiping the devil neither. Fuck the devil. The devil a bitch too. God a bitch. The devil a bitch. All them niggas is bitches because all of us are bitches because we gotta answer to that pimp. There's only one pimp that we all got to answer to, and that's the motherboard, the great grand holy motherboard source. So guess what? We all are the bitches of the great grand holy mother, and great grand holy mother is the pimp. So let's get that fucking shit clear, nigga. You feel me? He ain't that shit clear, nigga. And that's all I'm doing, man. I'm just getting shit into regulation, nigga. At the top of every secret society, at the top of every pyramid, at the top of every devil, at the top of every god, at the top of every angel, there is the great mother. Ain't nothing superseding that, nigga. Then, once you acknowledge that, then you can frolic around the cosmos and do what the fuck you do. But as long as you frolicking around the cosmos thinking that your source is a father, nigga, the real great grand holy father has to appear. Here I am. And I gotta show y'all better than tell y'all, because y'all don't listen. And that's another thing. People are stupid today, bro. People are unintelligent. You feel me? You feel me? People are not that intelligent, man. So sometimes you got to dial it back. Sometimes you got to dumb it down. But man, they got a lot of stuff going on out here in these people's streets. They got a lot of stuff going on out here in these people's internet, man. You feel me? But hands down, out of all the stuff that's going on in these people's streets, out of all the stuff that's going on in these people's internet, the NBA and sports is the number one topic. So that's why I'm talking about it right now. I gotta stay tapped into the trending topic, because the trending topic is how you go viral. Y'all niggas be talking about shit that ain't popping right now. I'm about to talk about stuff that's popping right now. And guess what? My magic is popping right now. And guess what? My magic is influencing the industry right now and burning Satan's world in front of y'all face right now. And guess what? It's more to come. It's more to come. But yeah, my real opinion is LeBron challenged Kobe for the throne of Los Angeles and won. That's why Kobe got written off. That's why his character got written off in the crash. But then again, you know, that's called that's called predestination divination, where the Simpsons, aka the Looking Glass, is the predestination, is the predetermined vehicle that they show you what the possibilities of what can happen before they happen, predicated upon our choice. When we choose a certain way, we activate a certain sim. Get it? The sons of the simulation. Okay, so when we make a choice as a collective, we activate a certain level of the game in this simulation. That level of the game, or the prequel, or the premonition of that, can be found in the truth within the Simpsons. So the sons of the Sim are known as the Freemasons. The sons of the Sim are known as the secret societies. I like to call it all the Illuminati. Even though the Knights Templar and all of these secret societies say that they different, listen, all of it, Illuminati versus Illuminati. They got the Illuminati, those who ride with Lucifer, aka Ra, and you got the Illuminati, those who riding with Saturn, aka Set, aka Satan. That's it. Ra is sourced by the great grand holy mother of all divine. So he's going to thwart all of those plans anyway. And Set is sourced by the great grand holy mother of all divine. She just don't sanction what he's doing. But he's definitely sourced because he is part of the family. But that is about to change, because even your family got to get called into the culture of the new you. Don't let your family hold you back from the new you. You working hard to be the new you, but you letting all these old people, places, things, friends, frenemies, and enemies tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. No, you need to say, listen, and you ready for the kicker? I didn't start really, really having my way with this shit until I said, fuck this shit. When I said, fuck this shit, that's when all this shit came. The long as I was worried about trying to get this shit, I never got my hands on this shit. As soon as I said, fuck this shit, all this shit came, nigga. Everything, you name it. I have to call the population of what do I choose to accept or what not I choose to accept. As soon as I said fuck the money started coming in abundantly. As soon as I said fuck the food, that's when the food comes. The food comes when you say fuck the food. When you're looking for food and you're trying to eat, the food is hard to find. You can't find a good meal. As soon as I said fuck getting a relationship, you feel me? As soon as I said fuck getting in a relationship, that's when the relationship that I needed and wanted appeared. As soon as I said fuck a 9-to-5, that's when the proper 9-to-5, working for myself, appeared. Everything comes when you don't want it. That's when what you want comes when you don't want it. I'll repeat it again. What you truly want comes whenever you truly don't want it. The reason why money comes to me, because I truly don't want no money. So now I can have my way with money. Why? Because money knows my intention, and money knows I really don't want you. What do you truly want? I want to accomplish the will of the great grand holy mother of all divine. That's what I want to do. So money knows that, and money says, in order for you to accomplish the will of the great grand holy mother of all divine, you're gonna need me. I say, okay, money, well, all right. In order to accomplish the great will of the great mother, I'm gonna need you. Give me provision. And money says, you got that, bro. Don't worry about that. Anytime you need me, I'm gonna be there for you. That's what money does. And money can't have me looking stupid as the high priest of the great grand holy goddess Ajay Shaluga, daughter of Olukun. A lot of y'all don't even know I'm a high priest of Ifa. I'm a high priest of Ifa. So what we doing here? What we talking about? What we talking about? These celebrities? Let's talk about these celebrities. 607 Unk is a punk. He is a magician. And he knows I'm about to slaughter him. I know they got people that like him. I know they got people that think, but he's imitating me. He's copying off of me, and he's not doing a good job of it. So I'm going to remove him. Time and energy are the highest form of currency. Time, nope. 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 No, it's not. Time and energy is not the highest form of currency. For time is an illusion, and energy is an illusion. Energy is an illusory construct of spirit so that spirit can calibrate itself through physicality. I'll repeat it again. Energy is an illusory or an illusionary construct of spirit so that spirit can measure itself through physicality. That's why thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. Thoughts are in the mental plane. The mental plane is the spiritual plane's bitch. See? The mental plane is the spiritual plane's bitch. There is no higher plane than the spiritual plane. And remember, we like to call it spiritual energy, but it's not spiritual energy. It is what it is. What's that? It's primordial source. It's primordial source codes. Primordial source codes from where? The great grand holy mother of all divine, of course. But don't get it twisted. Those codes form themselves into energy. See? So time is the illusion. Energy is also the illusion. The highest form of currency is nothing. The highest form of currency is nothingness. The highest form of currency is no current. When you read the highest form of time is no time. The highest form of energy is no energy. They showed you in the Flash. Who's stronger, the Flash or the anti-Flash, the reverse Flash? Who is stronger, the Speed Force or the reverse Speed Force, boy? Come on, man. Who was stronger, the Avengers or Thanos? Thanos was stronger. It was the Avengers that Avengers had to use the cheat code and go back to nothingness in order to defeat him. Had to go back in time. See? But understanding that the greatest currency is no currency. The greatest energy is no energy. The greatest form of time is no time. Now we're stepping into the path of emptiness. Now we're stepping onto the path of nothingness. Now we're stepping onto the path. Now we're walking her way. Now we're stepping onto the path of no expectations. Now we're stepping onto the path of nothing. Look, you ready? Look at it. See? I'm waving. What am I hitting? Nothingness. The space between this phone and right here. Nothingness. The space between me and this book, the space between me and this weed, speaking of weed, let me hit dust I needed to hit it the weed is. See, y'all niggas get high on weed and y'all get drowsy and sleepy and all that shit and lazy. I get high on weed and I create systems of control that penetrates the fabrics of the matrix. Man, I just be to myself because a lot of times people can't even relate to what I'm saying because right around what I'm saying is too advanced. But, man, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Ball to Your Fall. Any questions, cares, or concerns before we leave? Any questions, cares, or concerns before we leave, man? Make sure y'all visit all the links in the description of the video. Make sure y'all tap in to me and Dwayne. Oh, and make sure y'all hit me up if y'all want to learn and y'all want to hire me to learn and to either hire me to teach y'all how to monetize on YouTube and TikTok, or hire me to start you a monetized TikTok page. You feel me? Yeah, that part. Give me, holler at me, and I'm gonna give you the number. Holler at me, I'm gonna give you the number. I'll build you a faceless TikTok page. And after I build your faceless TikTok page, release it over to you, because I ain't got time to be doing all that faceless shit. Release it over to you, give it to you, right? What's the update for the Capricorns? Ooh, damn. Nigga asked old, wait a minute, I had to go to commercial break. Nigga asked old fucking hard ass questions. Niggas is getting smart and shit out here. Wait a fucking minute. Niggas is getting smart. Let me go.
We do have more breaking news this morning. Two big names in the NBA among more than 30 people arrested in connection with federal investigation into sports betting and illegal gambling. Eyewitness News reporter Tim Caputo is here now with what we have learned so far. This is a big one.
It is, and it involves the Lakers, kind of indirectly. I'll explain in a second. This announcement comes just as the NBA season was starting, and not only involves a current coach of the Portland Trail Blazers who's accused of being part of a rigged poker game involving mobsters in New York, but in a separate indictment, a former unofficial Lakers assistant coach accused of leaking injury reports to gamblers so they could bet big against the Lakers. Hall of Fame player Chauncey Billups, one of 31 people arrested for allegedly taking part in illegal poker games where the outcomes were rigged. Billups, according to this indictment, was what they called a face card, a former NBA player who could recruit people with deep pockets to join the poker game and distract them when the house cheated, and in return, Billups got a cut. Check this out here. The indictment alleges they used sophisticated technology to cheat, like that X-ray poker table you were looking at where you could see everyone's cards. The Department of Justice claims since 2019, this operation netted more than $7 million in profit, stealing from poker players who didn't know they could not win. In another indictment, a former player and coach for the Lakers, Damon Jones, who was connected with the team for a couple of years, is accused of letting bettors know players like LeBron James were hurt and not going to play before the injury report came out so they could bet big against the Lakers.
Did you know that LeBron James is a Capricorn? You say you're wondering what was the update for the Capricorn. Did you know that LeBron James is a Capricorn? Hold up. Don't I got something about Capricorn in this book? Let's see what the update for the Capricorn is in this book. I think I got something about Capricorn in the book. Let's see. I thought I had something about Capricorn in the book. Let me go System 6. Oh man, I'm gonna have to find it, but I thought I had something about Capricorn. I do got something about Capricorn in the book. It's about the zodiac. I just have to look for it. But what's the update on Capricorn? So far what I've gotten the update on Capricorn is there's a lot of transformation going on with Capricorn right now. So first and foremost, overall, Capricorn is going to get a new landlord. Saturn is not going to be the landlord of Capricorn and Aquarius anymore very soon. And NASA is going to confirm it. NASA is going to tell you some shit like right now. NASA is telling y'all they got 2 moons. NASA already told y'all that they got 2 new moons. They got a new moon. So Earth has 2 moons right now, and they say it's going to be till 2038 or some shit. Hold on, let me go Google it right now. Earth has a new moon, and that new moon is going to be with the other moon until 2084 or something like that, whatever the case may be. So this is popping up with new moons all over, right? So boom, Saturn and Capricorns, those Capricorns who have been putting in the work, the time, the effort to have to reap the rewards of their sowing, Good Capricorns going to receive the reward of good, and bad Capricorns are going to receive the reward of bad, just like any other zodiac sign. But if you want to know what's going on with Capricorn on a deeper astrological level, Capricorn is receiving an upgrade and a transformation. You're going to start seeing Capricorns less pessimistic. You're going to see Capricorns. You're gonna start seeing Saturn be more compliant to the Great Mother's will. Once again, you're gonna see Saturn be way more compliant to the Great Grand Holy Mother's will. And with that being said, there's gonna be a lot of perks that comes in for those who are in Capricorn, who are doing the things that they need to do to become aware and to break out of the hamster wheel of the matrix. But for the most part, for the most part, Capricorns are y'all in for a major transformation, a major shift. A major shift is happening for all Capricorns right now. I know y'all can feel it. I know these weird feelings is going through y'all right now. And I know these weird it feels like the planet of boundary, the things that had you bound, the things that had you restricted are no longer having you bound and restricted. But it feels weird because you've been bound and restricted for so long under the rule of Saturn that now that you're not bound and restricted under the rule of Saturn, it feels different as a Capricorn right now. Capricorns are feeling different right now. And the reason why Capricorns are feeling different right now because Saturn is going through a change. And man, Capricorns are going through major changes right now. Go look it up. Yeah, Capricorns seeing major changes right now. Capricorns, Jupiterians, Mercurians, and Venusians are going through a major shifts right now. The reason why you can see the moon in the daytime for majority of the time now, a lot of time, not sometimes, in certain places you can see the moon and you can see the moon and the sun shining, especially in California and Atlanta. You can see the moon shining with the sun all the time. The reason why that is because of the ley lines and nexus portals that are between the two. Yeah, man, listen, that's what I'm forgetting to tell y'all. So as I forgot to tell y'all, timeline shift. Timeline shift, man. A lot of Capricorns are timeline shifting right now. Going through a timeline shift. If you guys want to timeline shift, hit me up. If you want a timeline shift, hit me up. What is timeline shift? If you're in that Atlanta area, you'll get to experience it at the hyperbolic time chamber right here and put the VR goggles. If you're not in the Atlanta area, you'll have to do timeline shifting remotely, but you can still get the package with the VR goggles, right? And timeline shifting is literally, I gotta call it what it is, man. Even though it's a taboo word, I gotta call it what it is. It's time traveling, using the forces and powers of metaphysics to time travel, and shift time and shift reality, complete reality. This is why you see so many Mandela effects happening, because a lot of timeline shifting is going on, and a lot of the old outdated systems are being upgraded, but we still haven't got the memo yet in our overall system of intuition. We're still experiencing the transformation. We're still experiencing the change. You got a lot of things going on with the planets, a lot of things going on with the zodiac, a lot of things going on with the numerology, a lot of things going on with the astrology and the and highly weird and the societies within the societies within the societies. There's a lot of transformation, a lot of things going on, a lot of restructuring, a lot of symbiotic and non-symbiotic, shifting of powers. A lot of coming togethers, but also a lot of splitting aparts. Basically, right now everybody is feeling a out with the old, in with the new type of feeling. And you need to go with that. You need to go with the out with the old, in with the new type of feeling. That old outdated way of thinking that you used to have, get rid of it, incorporate the new ways of self-improvement. If you want to go and talk about out with the old dude or relationship or whatever, in with the new one, it's time. If you're talking about out with the old way of making money and in with the new way of making money, it's time. Out with the old way of discipline and in with the new higher self-discipline, it's time. Out with the old way of viewing my environment, in with the new way. It's time. It's time to let go of the old complaints and into the new gratitudes. It's time to let the attitude of gratitude be the longitude and latitude. And when you let the attitude of gratitude be the longitude and latitude of your life, now, no matter what position you're in the what? You're in the correct position. I don't like to say right because then it implies a left, right? So I would like to say correct because correct implies an incorrect. So you got the correcting of the outside and then you got the incorrect going on the inside, correcting what's within. But they like to make you think that incorrect is error, and error and incorrect is two different things. Okay, even though you might have an ERR, incorrect, and error is crazy how the wordplay goes with this game. And so the longer we get into the wordplay with this game, we're gonna realize, wait a minute, God spelled backwards is just dog. Wait a minute, war spelled backwards is raw. And if I take the H off of the beginning of heart and put it at the end of heart, I get the word earth. And you ready? Nus is sun spelled backwards. This is where you get Venus and Uranus. Uranus is literally the son of Ra. Uranus, think about it. Or you rearrange it because R, Ru, Ro, Re, Ra, all that's Ra. Ru, Ro, Re, all anything R. That's Ra. That's the Ra frequency. That's another thing. A lot of people are experiencing a lot of melanated people are experiencing in real time the DNA timeline shift. Why? Because a lot of the foods that you used to like, you don't like no more. A lot of the TV shows you used to watch, you don't watch no more. A lot of the things you were interested, you're not interested in anymore. A lot of the people that you used to be cool with, you're not even you don't even want them around you no more. This is the DNA timeline shift happening in real time, and you're experiencing it in real time. Yeah, man. So embrace it. Don't resist it. Embrace it, man. It's out with the old and with the new. Period, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all already know what the business is.
All this conversation about all this bullshit, man. I'm talking about, man, ain't nobody said nothing about damn dollar. Nigga ain't said nothing about damn check. Damn job, nigga ain't saying nothing about no money. But niggas sitting here talking all this shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing about no money though. Come on, man. Gotta get some goddamn money, man. Shit. All this broke shit ain't it, bro. Ain't nobody saying nothing about damn dollar. Get some goddamn money, man.